Now let's discuss the Surangama Sutra. Ananda, before Sakyamuni Buddha's Dhamma teaching, he would say to Ananda, what is meant by the world and realm of sentient beings? The saha world is the world of sentient beings. These two characters, the world means it's ever-changing, the flow of time, which means it's ever-changing. Your past, your present, your future. That's called the three times. The past lives, present life, future lives. Realm refers to spatial directions, north, south, east, and west. Not only that, southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, and above and below. Altogether, a total of 10. So 8 directions horizontally and then up and down. Like the Triatremsa is at the peak of Mount Sumeru. In each direction there are heavens and also above and below. So 10 directions. We often chant this Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions. North, south, east, west, all 8 directions and then above and below for a total of 10 directions. And then the 3 times are the Buddhas of the past, the Buddhas of the present, and the Buddhas of the future. You should now understand that the realm has 10 directions, and the past, present, and future constitute the world, the 10 spatial directions, and the 3 streams of time. All sentient beings are formed by the interweaving of these false conceptions. Within the body, there is exchange and flux, thus time and space interpenetrate. Although the nature of these realms is set as the 10 directions, their fixed positions can be clearly distinguished. In the world, only east, west, south, north are designated as directions. Up and down have no fixed position, and the center has no fixed orientation. Yet, the 4 directions must be clearly defined. We know there are 3 times, past, present, and future, and we know the 10 directions because we live in the world. That's why we call sentient beings of the world, because we are affected or related to the time. We have past lifetimes, present lifetimes, and future lifetimes. In the incarnations, we all have past lives. The present life is like this, and the future would be a different case, different form. Past lives, present life, and future lives, they all exist. Time and spatial are related to us. We know the directions, north, south, east, and west, right? That's how we usually say for the 4 directions. When you go to a place, we know, oh, that's the north, and the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, and Vancouver is in the north, and California is in the south. Sakyamuni Buddha suddenly says that the directions are related to humans. So which world were you born? Which direction were you born? That's really affecting you. Like on earth, those who were born in the center, they're yellow skin. If they were born in the north, they're the white skin. Those born in the south, the black skin, and the red skin, the brown skin in the center, and most importantly, the yellow skin in the center, and those close to the north are white skin, and those in the south are black skin. So they're related to the direction. We were at the center of Earth, and then we came to the north country. Like here, America, Canada are considered northern country. We came here. So the yellow-skinned people came to the place of the white-skinned people. And the south, like say from Africa, they also immigrated to the northern countries. America was a melting pot of many races, and many of them blend in America. It's a very interesting phenomena. The north belongs to water, so they're rather fair. and the south is fire. Like Taiwanese, the southerners are more warm-hearted, and the northerners are more cold. It's more developed in the north and less developed in the south. That's really the case. In China's history, when the north battles with the south, the north always wins. Look at in America, we had the civil war between the north and the south, and the north won, right? So California, Texas, and say fight with Seattle. See, the North Vietnam and South Vietnam. North Vietnam won. North Korea and South Korea, which one will win? The South is weaker because the South Korea relies on United States to balance with North Korea. Otherwise, if it's their own military, North Korea versus South Korea, without relying on anybody, the North will win. Look at Afghanistan. Also, the North beats the South, and the North won. And the whole China, the Mongolia invaded the South. The Qing dynasty also from North invading the South. So whenever the North becomes powerful, the whole South would lose. That's how it is. It's easy to see. But West and East Germany, who won? Now they have united, right? West Germany. So the West is stronger. Like the little Taiwan, Taipei and Kaohsiung. Taipei would win and Kaohsiung would lose. Taichung is in the middle. And the West wins over the East and the North wins over the South. So when you fight, you want to stand in the North. Look at all the wars around the world. Always the North wins. North Vietnam against South Vietnam, the North won. The whole China, always the North won. Yuan dynasty, Mongolian dynasty, empire, and the Qing dynasty, the Mongolian empire, also in the north. When they gained power, the whole China became the Mongolian empire. They invaded all the way to Europe. The biggest empire in the world should be the Mongolian empire under Genghis Khan. That was a huge territory, all the way to Europe, China, Asia. I spoke that, not Sakyamuni Buddha. Wherever you were born, that's the special. And then you have the past, present, and future lives. Wherever you were born, that's called the realm. Like if you were born in Venezuela, you're Latino. If you were born in Panama, then you speak Spanish. If you were born in Brazil, you would speak Portuguese. If you're born in China, you would speak Chinese. If you're born in India, you would speak Hindi. If you're born in Tibet, you would speak Tibetan. Tibetan came from India. Okmi Lotsawas went to India to study Sanskrit. That's during the King Songtsan Kampo. That's his minister who understood many languages and especially went to India to study Sanskrit and returned to Tibet and transform it into Tibetan script. Wherever you're born, if you now were born in Iran, that would be bad. Look at the situation now. Wherever you're born, that's the realm. You cannot be apart from the time and space. Each human being has his own destiny. Everyone is different. Wherever you're born, wherever you live or immigrate to. I was born in Taiwan. Golden Mother told me, go to America. And I thought, oh no. I wished I had studied English because in college that's the field I dislike most. I also learned German. I like German, never used it. I should have studied English. I just don't like English. But Golden Mother told me to come to America just so that I encountered the Chen brothers who had a business in America, John's Furniture. Don't find furniture. I brought my luggage. Each one of us, Sumo and I, Foqing and Foqi. I was 38 then, still young. Just brought the simple luggage and said, well, if it didn't work, we'll just go home. And Master Lian Ho applied for the L1 and Simu Foqing Foqi L2 visa. We came to Seattle. Why did we come to Seattle? Because the business is in Seattle, in Tukwila. The company is right there. I worked there as the general manager for over a year. So I went there every day to write. I had lunch there at their home. When they had deliveries, I would help transporting. They manufacture in Taiwan and imported it here and sells here. That's how we immigrated to America. The first ceremony was in Tukwila, in the warehouse of their company. Anybody here who attended? Only them. The Chen family, myself, and who else? Someone raised their hand there. Li Xingzu, Li Mei, a few of the earliest disciples attended. Time really flies. I came when I was 38, and now in Taiwanese age, 38. Now I'm 82, almost 50 years ago. 82. Are you sure? Sakyamuni Buddha said, 3 times 4, 4 times 3 is equal 12. This flow and transform through threefold multiplication, 1, 10, 100, 1,000. In total, from beginning to end, each of the 6 roots has 1,200 merits. So the 6 roots have merits too. If they are used for worldly or mundane emotions, for mundane things, then that's a samsara, reincarnation. If the roots are used for emotions, that's samsara. But if the 6 roots are used for purity, that would be merits. Sakyamuni Buddha said each of them has 1,200 merits. He often talk about 1,200. Like say in the Dharma altar, always say it's like 1,250 people gathered every time in the sutra. We went there one time. Many people went there. It's part of the 8 pilgrimages, but it's a very tiny place. There were cliffs and very tall hills on the other side, but it said 1,250 people. So I don't know what happened there, whether they are on the trees or they are in the space. How could they fit there? The Vulture Peak, that is correct. Each of the 6 roots have 1,200 merits. In the Lotus Sutra, it's also mentioned. The Sutra of the Great Self-Mastery and the Sutra of the Dignified. It's mentioned about this 1,200 merits. We will continue tomorrow. Where you're born, that's part of destiny. The world is past, present, and future. The realm, that's your spatial directions. Wherever you're born, wherever you live. Foqi often asks, why did you come to Seattle? Why didn't you go to Los Angeles, where there are many Chinese? Seattle is in the northwest corner of America. Most Chinese would live in LA, right? It's warmer in Los Angeles, not as cold in the winter, and Florida and California is also like Taiwan. The temperature is close to Taiwan, Florida. It's south of New York State. It's all because of John Fine Furniture, because they are in Seattle. So we followed to be in Seattle. If the kids feel that this is too cold here and they want to move to California or Florida, it's up to them. That's their business. It's none of my business. We are gone already. We will be gone. We will be gone by then. So about this realm is wherever you are, that's predestined. So We are close to Vancouver, and when disciples from Vancouver would come to Seattle, that's the closest.